All right, let's begin. Yes, everything seems to be working. That's bloody fantastic. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is John Ferguson. You already know me as a start animator. And today we're going to continue doing the animation as we have done for the most of a couple of weeks. If you're new here, hello and welcome. To get the premise out of the way, just for a little bit of a while, I'm doing animation, hand-drawn animation from start to finish. About 1 to 1.5 hours. I sit down each and every Sunday at 7 p.m. Yes, 7 p.m. Central European Time, and do animation until it's complete. And for the moment, we are doing 2 sets of characters that we have done before that you can also see. It is the Unhuman, which is us animation that I did before, which I felt was really cool and awesome, and then this Tanker Girl that I did as a reload animation. So I put those 2 together, and now we are creating that. But before all that, I'm just gonna go for a little bit of a rant, as I do each and every time on this little one. So about 10 minutes and so. Oh, and by the way, the structure always is that I do some bit of animation, I take a break because I'm also in my bloody kitchen and it's bloody hot here, and I take a little bit of a 10-minute break just to refresh a little bit. I also have my lovely cup of coffee on my side, and I'm gonna screw myself later on tonight. So let's begin. I do not know if everyone have seen the football that's happening. Norway went out, and it's there is a lot of things. There is a lot of things coming out of that one. I do not know how many people actually watch football at all, especially if coming from America or from other places. But it is a heated rivalry right now. I really hope that we would have Norway coming into like the finals a little bit closer in. That was my hope, but as every time, I can't get it all, but we might see. There's a lot of things that has happened during that field, and everyone's going like, this is a little bit tricky. So yeah, I've been up and watching that. I also just gonna point out as well, thank you so much for the subscriptions. We have gotten some people. I mean, just yesterday I got another subscriber to this channel. That means that I'm doing something that people enjoy, and that's quite okay to me. It's more than okay. It's actually really, really cool that some people kind of find, and that's what this is sort of is. We find that sort of niche people here to just sit and talk and do animations over. And hopefully we can sit and do some creative stuff as well, because this is what it is. We just sit down, do some animation, and I mean, it has really started to go up as well. I had like a dip before, that was during, I do not know, it was during last month, I think, something or other. But now it started to go up again. I'm really proud of that, and it's all thanks to you guys. To be honest, it's very fantastic to see everyone coming about. So yeah, that's a little bit of the rant section. I'm just gonna grab myself my cup of coffee, and again, anything might happen. Again, this is all live stream. I'm just sitting alone in my kitchen, so it's a bunch of things that can happen. I might need to run away. I might need to go and take a call. I might do other stuff. But in any case, let's go over to this. This is the animation. This is the character that we are doing as well. I'm just gonna take my cough. My cup of coffee. My cup of coffee. Coffee, god damn it. Ah, delicious. What we did last time, if you didn't watch that, I'm just gonna move up a little bit, turn on my light over here as well. I have a nice yellow light. So we did a jacket scene, and we're gonna do it like such to get the sort of movement in. To where they land. So we're gonna continue from here, and we're going to start to do the rest of the clips, or the rest of the in-betweens. That is at least a thought. And then we're gonna have the end of the month, as we usually do. As I usually think that it's a really good plan that we do this live, and in the end of the month we will start to put all of these together, and then we we can all watch it together in our own pace, of course. Oh, maybe I'm the only one, and maybe people out there have the same sort of thing. I do not know really what it depends on, but there is this study, at least, that people who talk to themselves are often more intellectual or smarter. It's up to debate, but I always seem to talk to myself a little bit more when I'm doing like home chores at home, or when I do when I have stuff in my mind. I speak out loud, and also because I'm also dyslexic, it could be a part of that as well. I haven't really gotten an answer to anything of that. What I genuinely believe is that I've been talking. I've also come with this is that I've been talking a lot to myself today, and it's nice to actually direct it to something. And as you can see as well on the top of the screen, if you have any questions, just ask them. You are more than welcome to ask me any question. If there is about animation, you're more than welcome. If it's about, I don't know, what's my favorite planet? Jupiter. Jupiter is my favorite planet. I like, Mercury was one as well. Right, so a little bit of explanation at least to what we're gonna do. It's gonna take out my H2 pen, the one I'm sketching with. It's starting to see better days, but it's gone through thick and thin. So we have last keyframe, keyframe 1, it's pronounced up here, keyframe 3, which is this. Then we have keyframe 10. This is wrong numbered, so this is actually 4, 5. So just present that as 5. 5, 6, 7. I don't think this is 7. What I do think is that it is probably this one. 6, 7, 8 to 9. And then we're gonna place up a little bit more, because the other one is when we have come to this one. This is the secondary one, which it says is 18. Probably not correct. And why isn't it correct? Well, it isn't correct because as we go with speed, is anything that now I run this in 12 frames per second. I can always run it in more frames per second, but the more frames I put in, if I go by 12 frames per second, or if I go with 20 frames per second, or if I go with 24 frames per second, or if I go with 30 frames per second, that means 30 pictures within 1 second. It will be more frames, of course. course. It will be more clearer, but it will also be just got stuck on something on it. But it will also take a section to take a little bit of a longer time. So it doesn't matter if I do just this scene. Probably it's going to need up to roughly about 10 frames. And so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to need some little bit more, and then we'll see the pacing of this, because this is the part where I think it's going to take a little bit more pacings as well until we get to here. I'm sorry for the finger. Because I really want them to like really feel that pain, and we're gonna see that in the face as well, as we just presented it over here, and as well here, as they are looking at it, something coming towards them as well. So this is just going to be to get into how we're building up the body, how we are setting up the pacing and so forth. So this is going to take about an extra second, because I really want that to feel in, and maybe I need to put in a couple of more frames. So it's probably going to be 1.5 to 2 seconds. So we are going to have 24 frames just on this little piece. We'll see. We start with 1 second, we see how fast it goes, and then we add up. We edit in some extra seconds. So we will start from here actually. We'll just take you away. We add a new frame. Make sure it matches. It does not. I know I'm picky, but I do apologize. Wait. I'm so sorry. Oh, I think I'm screwing myself up by drinking coffee. I'm having 1 week left until I go on vacation, which is sort of nice. But we are just going to work with a body. And we're gonna see if we can fix this up. Fix this one right up. And it all depends how fast we are going as well. Now, I've explained this before. I can kind of see through where the shoulder is. That is where the first shoulder is. And the secondary shoulder is up here. So I want it to be somewhere in between here. Now I'm just gonna present as well where the hand is going to be as well. This will be the most important piece, because they are going to move a little bit to the body towards the center. It's still gonna be now, yeah. We start from here, and then we build it up. I do think that I still want the head. Let us see, where are we? The head is up here. Whack. So I kind of want the head to still be sort of here. Sort of, yeah. A couple of people showing up. Hello. Hello and welcome. Always welcome. do want some of the neck to still be showing, but I want the head to be aiming to the front. Now, why do I want the head to be aiming for the front? Just like last time we did with the jacket, so I really want the head to move, to be in visually like reeling, and as the shock is coming, the head is falling back, still on a down, looking down position, and that we can still see the impact pain that is on the shoulder, that is still sort of there, that they haven't really recuperated from the impact, since it just might happen. They are no action heroes here. They are just everyday normal human beings. As well as their shoulder is coming down slightly as well. The gun is gonna be pointing towards this way. It's presenting. I want the hand and the rest of the body to be sort of gliding, because what we have here is that they're also going to take a step forward. Let's see. So Hal, so thank you for letting me join this feet drawing animation. I'm not drawing feet. I say feet. I say feet. F-E-T-T. F-E-E-T. Feet drawing animation. Never mind. I am pain of the impact of how fun animation is. Yeah, it's a pain. It always is. But it's a fun pain, because in the end, everyone's gonna have fun. I'm having fun, aren't you? I'm not gonna stand too long in this. Because I want to change this face as well. Because I want this to be more to the front. Yes, the fun pain. Being creative is always it's up and down. But, as well as we all know, we're doing this because it is fun. So what are you two working on? I know that both one and the other Rogers are always working on something. What are you working on, Roger? What animation pain have you to share with the class? always got to have a little bit more chat frequency on this chat as well. It's more fun to talk to people. So I want to change this face. And right now I've done this. This is a little tray where I have my very special eraser. Because it's just so bloody hot, it's actually not really sticking. Well, it's sticking to everything. So I'd rather have it on a little bit of a tray so it just sticks to the tray and not all my bloody pencils. Whoops. I used this. I will show everyone what I did after we have taken a break as well. I've been working on a side project as well. I'm working on a lot of other projects as well, but I'm working on a very specific special project for the moment. This is for my own fun. Again, I am overly complicated, overly extreme about. I still want this. But I want the head to be aiming forward instead. So we have, again, that profile that we can still see the face. And this might be also a little bit easier, as I'm thinking in the long run, it would be easier for animating for at least me. Because then I do not have to overthink or overshoot or over compensate anything. I am a lot, much comfortable of doing, I'm no problem with doing side profiles, but I do more enjoy having the profile to be in the front. Again, just getting the roughs in so we can see the skeleton sort of move where it needs to be. So this is 1, this will be 2, this will be 3. Previously I started watching a lot of old, like, not old animation. I really wanted to revisit some old school animation. I wanted to revisit El Dorado. I think I wanted to also kind of rewatch the whole the old classic movies, but again, I've recently just rewatched Goofy the movie as well. It had last year, it was the 30th anniversary, and I just remembered that I really enjoy the music. I really enjoy the characters. I really enjoy the story for being a Disney Goofy movie, and that sort of also brought me up to like this other sort of, I miss the old DreamWorks. I miss the Prince of Egypt. I miss El Dorado. I miss Sinbad. Sinbad is the one I'm trying myself to do. Like, this would be cool as an animation. It would be cool to put these characters in that sort of art style. But again, it all depends on how good of a skill I do have. that means I need to practice and need to look and find, do some like rough sketches. But I was genuinely looking for those sort of things. Oh, we got some stuff on the chat. Hello. Yes, I am. Very good, Roger. Working on this month's 11-second club audio challenge. Ooh, that's interesting. I was going to ask that question actually today, so that's very good that you brought it up. And a short of DJ Jerkily. Yeah, what? I'm dyslexic, so be patient. Climb meets the Frankenstein's monster. Oh, Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll. Ah, okay. That's cool. And Frankenstein's monster, a short of style of the 1930s style. So much. See, so we are thinking about. Try watching Cats. Oh yes, that's good. I just saw that pop up. That's really good animated as well. It's more of a Looney Tunes sort of style as well. So that's project. That's awesome. So what in sort of style are you thinking? Do you thinking like Steamboat Willie style, or do you think you mean in the 30s, 30s sort of style? But are we then also thinking about when we are coming towards that sort of Disney era of Snow White? Are we talking about that sort of animation? Because all of those are like really interesting form of animations as well. What is that video game called? Not only that, it's called the Mouse. I know it's called Mouse Detective, but which isn't the Mouse Detective that I'm thinking of, but the old Disney one, which is also very good. But I'm thinking of a new video game that has come out. So I also realize that I do not enjoy this one. I do not have the other eraser, but we will do what we can with what we have. Because as we can see, the whole build is completely wrong. But that's the sort of thing we do, and we fix it again. And just focus on overall practice. El Dorado, yes, it's a very, very nice and very, very good movie. Between the two of Rubber House and semi-real style. Okay, cool. That's a very nice challenge. It's incredible. While I was going as well, I did a long time ago, I did some voice acting as well. Not professionally, I just helped a bunch of my old, I helped a bunch of my friends do some voice acting since I was the only English speaking one. I did, for a very short time, jumped into a punk band and was singing punk music for no other reason than they needed someone to speak English. This looks incredible. So I'm going to go and get the other eraser. Just hold on just a second. I'll take my coffee with me. Where did I put the eraser? I don't know. God damn it. Yes, I'm thinking of the Cuphead games. Very good, thank you. There was a recently one called Mouse Detective as well. There was also kind of the rubbery Disney animation as well. Found the other eraser. Released, I think it was somewhere in April that they released, I think. Oh, it's not on YouTube. This was during a time. The band was during the time I was in school, and it's not recorded. It was for. I mean, we did it on CDs. I remember. Oh fuck! Where's that CD? Is it still at home? I don't remember. I'll see what I can find. But we all had a project where we got to do our own songs, and then one of those people asked me if I wanted to jump into their project, which they were doing a punk sort of like Six Pistols, and we did that song as well. It's not out on. It's not out on you. No, it's in. Oh, I'm trying to remember where it is. I remember we all got like a disc, like a CD-ROM with those songs, and I do not remember. I have, like again, I had old films that we once had as well. We did World War II films, and the voice acting stuff are in an archive in my old school as well. I can ask one of my teachers, they still got that one. But I practice a lot, and one of those things, I do not know if it ever exists still. When Lord of the Rings started to come out as well, especially for the third one, they wanted a Swedish person to do, and I wasn't old. I was not old when that came out. 2003. I was 11 by that time, but I sent my voice in to do Gollum as well, and that was fun. I do not know where that one is, because we had my mom had a studio. We played it in that, I remember. Oh, so many memories. In any case, I did a lot of voices, but there is one that I did a voice for. His name is Corky Prophet. I was being asked for a couple of years ago to just do a couple of voiceovers for him as an older man. I will do ask. So that's the only one that is actually, I think is on the YouTubes as well. His name is Corky Prophet, and he was doing one of his live streams that he posted over to. I will leave it in the subscription in down below after we're done. See if I can find it. So I also noticed that this body is completely wrong. Thank you for everyone for bearing with me as I'm trying to remember. Oh, I will ask. I do not know if any of those teachers are still there. No, they're still there. They were very young when I was. That was the fun part with my school. It was a digital media art school, and a lot of the. What I do think is, I still want to. Yeah. No, I still want the face to be sort of in. Yeah. No, you know what? I want it to be on that side as well, but I don't want it to be. I want it to be a little bit more. That's what I want. I started thinking about how I want this to go, but I want, as the body's moving, I want the whole face to kind of follow still with, but I do want not the face to be that high up. I want the face to be still be like aiming down a bit. sort of phase. I'm going through it step by step. Some days you can draw and some days you can't. But I have been drawing. As well as, speaking of which, now we are just trying to get just the feel of the movement as well. So rethinking, readjusting, because this is what we do. Everything is live, my friends. So we have them sort of like buckled in. Very fun, very, yeah, you're funny, you're funny. I feel very drawn out, yeah. How long do you sit and think about that one? Quite a lot, quite a while, yeah. Oh my god, I need to... I need to find a speech therapist. My god. Ah. I'll see if I can find it. But again, doing... I do not know if that is still there. I did a little bit of an early lecture how to do like voice acting out of my own experience. Now again, that's not the whole focus of my channel, it just was a part of the channel as well, to setting up the mic, what you can do with the little budget that you have. And you can see I'm a very good example. My microphone is not very much better, and I'm doing all of this in a bloody kitchen. So I'm the prime example to, yes, this is where we're gonna be to have a good fucking voice. Which is also the plan. I am as well going on vacation. This doesn't mean that animation stops not happening. It just means that I'm going on vacation and going to not do anything more about this. Now, I'm still gonna do it on Sundays. Now what we can see here is that I want the body could go into neutral state. Because what we also can see in my head's mind, maybe you can, maybe you can't, but I want to stop moving the head upwards. I do wonder how many people just start yelling out, but that's not how you draw a head. Going, oh, yeah, you're not. That's, you're absolutely right. Go on. There's 100 different ways to draw things. Don't be stuck on those sort of simple, oh, it's not supposed to look like that. Yeah, no. People are not supposed to look like this either. Autonomy doesn't work this way. How long of vacation time and when are you going to return? I'm taking 2 weeks vacation, but I'm still gonna do the animation each and every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central European time. But I'm gonna be off a little bit, so and maybe, just maybe, I might do some animation in the background. That means that I will do get the most of the body here first before I start speaking. Just want to put a face in there. I'm still gonna do the animation. I'm not gonna leave the channel, but I might, if the energy is there. Not the first week, I'm gonna travel a little bit, but I will be back. And for the rest of the project as well, I might just I'm gonna go to a convent, not a convent, a con here in lovely Sweden. Right, so don't worry, I'm still gonna be here. But I might just finish up some pieces behind the scenes, since I don't have work to do and I have rested my weary head. Let's just take up the other frames here. Take just the parts that we just did. I'm just gonna have a check. Now we're gonna put one more frame in between. 3 and 5. I'm gonna put several frames in between here. I would say we do it as 67. And then we're gonna put another pair of frames between here, because the body is going to move. So that's going to be, but I wanted to pause it up a little bit here. So it's gonna go slower up and stay at that position. So I'm going to do 7, 8, 9, 10. So about 2 frames in between there. I think will be the right. So the whole body is going to like move, and that brings the neck sort of with it. I do just wonder how big their neck is going to be. Just need to add some stuffs in there. It's a comic. It's called Narcon. It's in Sweden. And 1 week from Thursday to Saturday or Sunday, there is just a bunch of nerdy people that comes. My friends who does cosplay, and also me who loves to go down the artist alley and support our fellow artists that comes from all over the place. But I will jump into that after I had just a tiny little bit of a break here. So, my dear friends, we're gonna take a short little break. When we come back, we may be doing some in-betweens here, but I don't think that we're going to do. We're actually going to do the final pieces of the animation as well until we reach key phrase 2. And about, I would say, yeah, about 3 more frames. 3 more frames of animation, roughly. We've been sitting here for like a very good hour, really. In any case, I will take 10 minutes, stay a while, ask me some questions. And if not, we'll take it from there. Alright, see you all soon. Alright, we are back, and what is on the table? Well, this is the secondary project that I've been working on. Of course, it is the #1 power line. So this is gonna be behind a jacket that I'm gonna be wearing on the con as well. So if you dare, check this out, because once again, it's the power line logo, and it's gonna stand stage crew back on here. Now it's not completely finished, but this is sort of the other project that I'm doing behind the scenes, because I am an creative nerd, and Powerline again is just my favorite sort of fictional band. Next one would be Gorillaz. I'm just gonna turn this one away. Hold on. And we head back to the animation. Here we are. I just thought of showing that because, again, I do a lot of other things in the background as well. I build stuff, I create stuff, and that's always fun to have. That's always like an interesting part of it. I cannot do nothing. Let us see, there is one question. So this is July, yes, so far the months are correct. So all of this might be done, say October. let's see, July. Jesus Christ, this is a part of dyslexia as well. If you're asking me to jump from, I will try. July, August, July, for fuck's sake. Now you will see my dyslexia. January, February, March, April, May, January, July. Somewhere in September, I would think. And to be sort of like honest with that, it's not going to be done this month. It's not probably going to be done next month. So we are aiming at middle of September, end of September, before October. I think that's a really good starting point as well. My dyslexia, of course, is that if someone says, oh, can you count? Going like, I need to memorize from the beginning to the end. It's sort of like the same as you write a sentence, at least for me. When I write a sentence, I need to take away all the sentences, even though one singularity sentence is gone, or one singularity like word is misspelled wrong. I need to take away all the thing just to get that sort of like reset everything. Which is sort of, which I think it's sort of like, it's hilarious. But we all have that, I think. There is strengths and there are weaknesses. But if we're honest with our weaknesses, then we will always get stronger. We can always rely on the strengths. We don't never have to check those. But to be better with your weaknesses, I'm still trying to write, I'm still trying to spell, I'm still trying to read a lot, even though it takes some time. But if I continuously do that and my work applies me to write safety precautions, it needs to be very clear to what I am talking about. So it is important for me to not let that one go at all. So what we have here is that I kind of want to stay just up there. It will be online, that the world doesn't end. This will be online. Yes, it will be online. What stuff do you build? I build a lot of whatever comes in my head. I mean, my work as well depends on me being quite versatile with both, like working with materials that has to do with theater, has to do with like bands. I solder a lot of like wires right now. Previously I started to work on an old arcade game that one of my work has just said, oh, it doesn't work, going like, ooh, can I fix that? But that's sort of fun part. It's that I do not know until I try it. And that's the same with a lot of things that I consider, is that we do not know anything unless we try. and I always say, try out something. It doesn't work, try it again with a different style, with your style, and try to find a situation or try to find a strategy where you go, oh, when I did this, it actually helped. So, for instance, when it comes to just dyslexia in general, I knew that someone forcing me to spell something didn't help. So I needed to find a strategy that I needed to write stories. And I was a nerdy theater kid, which made it a lot easier to write plays. So I did that instead. I wrote my own sort of plays so it could help me get over that hurdle. Going into details here, just trying to find a right head, and together with that, right now I'm trying to not be in my kitchen drawing. I looking for stuff that I can build, so I can build my own sort of workspace, but I need to be very clever about this since I'm living in a one or two room apartment. My kitchen is one part, and then I had my bedroom and living room in one big space, but I need to figure out a way to sort of store that all away when I have people over or when I have guests. So it's a lot of like thinking, and then which is a very good part to have that sort of theatrical stuff as well. And then I also just anything that falls into my head, I sew, I hammer, I cook, I just find different sort of ways to do it. My fan for the moment, it's just so hot that I just realized, hey, hold on a minute, I can just create something to blow cold heat. So I put two cold ice clamps in the back of my fan that I just connected into that. What I want to do, now I need to just check. Shoulder is gonna come up a little bit, so we're gonna have the arm tiny bit down. All of this kind of happens quite quick since the unknown object is gonna come in as well. I wanted to do one here as well, but I don't know. Maybe it's just enough actually. Just speaking loudly to myself. What sort of quirks do you guys have? I don't think I need any, I probably was lying a little bit because this is a quick sort of action and it doesn't take more than a couple of seconds. And since this is a reaction to the final like impact, and the impact is going to be still for a little bit a while and everything just gonna land, the same with the jacket and all the debris that is coming up. And I do think that we have a sort of right right speed as well. Don't forget, to all the people who are here who have reached this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Especially for the newcomers. Again, I'm really happy that people have subscribed to this channel. But the refund is simple. You unsubscribe. Nah, no matter. I maybe do need... Yeah, I'm probably gonna need a frame in there, in between. But the rest is quite alright. At least in my worldview. So let's take this step by step, and maybe I do an in-between between point A and point B. Still a question, but we'll go through I'm definitely gonna need a frame between these two, so I probably will have that. Yeah, let's put a frame in between here and here. Let's do that. That will be the last frame we'll do. I said 3, but in fact we have just done 2, which will be the second one. Twist this one around. This object that hits her, it doesn't hit her. Be very clear. Which will be the final sort of frame here for key 2. It will hit in the background and then explode in the background. That will be a secondary effect that I will try to figure out how the fuck to do. A secondary effect that will actually hit behind the character. It won't hit them as well. It will go behind them, hit the wall, and a small impact explosion through the object and the wall will occur. To explain that. Thank you for asking. And I do think that we need to laser. I'm just trying, for the moment, I'm going into details here, but I want to both get the sort of tilted head. This is actually going to be more pointed, not look that manly, but just want to get the sort of head the right way for let's see how this looks. For having subscribers. It's quite fun because it's always like, oh, it's new subscribers. I'm very happy. And again, if you watch this later on, that sort of thing, I'm always thankful for all the people that are watching. The more the people that watch later on, I'm just happy as well. It's just that I always think like, oh, we're gonna have some extra people here on the live stream as well. So far, I have just one loyal, and it's you, Roger. And I think the other Roger too. Thank you for thank you for the support, my dear friend. Gonna take up the other screen so I can just see what I'm looking at. It's a little bit easier to do it in two ways. First of all, I'm seeing from this position. Jesus, sorry, taking Lord's name in vain. I'm looking from one position, which is just straight ahead. This means that I can see a little bit better from where I am, but I also look at the camera above, your camera, your point of view, to see what is happening. Right, so I'm just going to go this step by step a little bit as well. We'll go through what we have done today. I'll look at the chat soon. We're just going to take one more. Just going to go like this. So we have the impact. it's maybe looking a little bit jank, but these two is gonna have two different frames on them as well. And then we take it from here. Let's look at halfback. We take one up as well. So I want them to wheel back as well. This is why this sort of like arched, ripped collarbone, it's going like up to really show that they are like wheeling back. Let's see what people are writing. Ah, good joke. You think you have been framed. Oh, dad jokes, always fun. And we take the last frames, just add them in. We didn't do anything to these frames apart from adding them. Then we take the last 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I think this will look great. Right, I'm happy with this. Probably should take the camera down a little bit as well, but that's a story for another day. We're gonna do like this. We're gonna go over to this very frame. I'm trying to think of like a good dad joke. There were two fishes swimming, and one of the fish hit the brick wall. The other fish says, "Damn." That's my joke. Thank you for listening. But in any case, thank you all for watching. It has been fun. We have reached the end of this live stream, and again, we'll do this until it's finished. Our aim is in the end of September, but it doesn't matter. The process is the fun part. It doesn't matter how long time it will take, especially when creativity means that, and especially in a day where, I mean, we just look at YouTube and we just look at everything that's happening like all around us. It's that everything needs to be produced so quick because everyone else is just losing tension, losing like, you need to have the dopamine. But I always say the best part of being creative is to be bored. Have you any understanding that being bored is part of being creative? Because Jesus Christ is that when you're bored, that's when creativity starts. It's not sitting in front of your TV, it's not sitting in front of your computer, it's not scrolling anything. It's just, if you didn't have anything of that and you just said, I'm bored now, do you imagine that you could draw? Do you imagine that you could take a long walk and take photographs? Do you imagine that you can take an old thing and rebuild it, refix it, paint it, reconstruct it, go out and meet friends? That's the sort of point. It's that boredom is so important, and boredom brings creativity because it needs to start somewhere, and so often it has started with boredom. No matter who it is, no matter what it is, if a person ever says that my creativity came through sitting and thinking, he was bored. They were bored, and they sat and they thought about something that they can do, and that was the plan. They were bored, and they were sitting down doing something, and then, holy shit, I can make an automatic vacuum cleaner. Oh my god, I could actually do the Mona Lisa. It's just general boredom that needs to exist. That's all it needs. I've been talking way too long, but in any case, thank you all so much for watching. Do not forget to like this live stream or like this video. Do not forget to subscribe if you think this is interesting and you want to see the next time. There is also, I've never said this, but I've heard it's actually something that could be done, and I know it can be done. You can actually absolutely leave notifications on, so you will hear and see the next time I release, release a live stream or a video. So please, why don't you do that? So like, subscribe, comment if there is something that you have forgotten to say or ask me. That's it. But in any case, everybody, thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget, keep on drawing. I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much. Goodbye.